Hello and welcome back. Today is going to be a makeup stream for yesterday. I had been trying to create some new stuff for the new graphics for the stream, a startup and a end, like stream ending, and just all sorts of stuff. And that did not work well. And then I also had to deal with, just in case nobody knew, I live outside Buffalo, New York. There was a mass shooting. Luckily, it was about 5 miles from me and not close enough to me where I'd be affected. But so I had to answer, just let people know. I had family asking, making sure I was okay. Luckily, I am. I don't go down to into the city itself. I live in one of the suburbs. So that was a lot of yesterday. I also was playing Sea of Thieves. You might have seen the message pop up. The that person's teaching me how to play Sea of Thieves. He also taught me how to give me the baseline on how to drift cars. So basically, he's also the one that is the reason I am when I'm doing drifting. I am doing better with it now. So yeah, so that's was yesterday. So now I'm making up for with it for a little bit of a short stream today. Um, Today what I'm doing is I'm messing with the Mach-E again. As you can see, I have it pulled up. The beautiful, sleek black car with the blue highlights, I guess you want to call them, and the blue rims. And I got a suggestion that this car could actually be used off road. As in, this car could be built and tuned. And I should say, when I say built, I mean actual. I go into upgrading tuning, the custom upgrade. That is what I'm referring to when I say build, and tune is the tuning. So I'm going to try to make this an off-road car, though at 4,900 pounds, I'm not really sure. Maybe some of the tracks without water, I'm thinking this could be okay. I think this is going to be an interesting one. Um, but yeah, I'm going to try that and see if I can figure anything out because, I mean, other than the annoying screech of it, getting it trying to get it to be somewhat respectable of a racing actual race car instead of just a drift car. That was an all right project. So let's see if what I can do to make it actually work off road. I mean, I have minimal choices. You have the platform and handling, which is your brakes, springs, and dampers. Yeah, I put in a rally springs already. So that was from the previous making it a race car. I put in the race brakes again from that previous build, and then the weight reduction. And we can take it down to the 4,300 pounds. Okay, so drivetrain, which we only have differential. I mean, there's no difference in PI either way. You know what? Let's go with that. Tires would. I mean, when did I put off-road tires on this thing that I own them? So you could go off-road or rally tires. Geez, they dropped the PI in this thing. They dropped the PI into this thing badly. Well, I'll try off-road first. Wide stance. I mean, this is barely S2 class, so that's interesting. To me, that's interesting that this is barely S2 class. Drops so much PI, but the tires are understandable because the tires are less grip than the race tire, either the slicks or the semi slicks. Which, yeah, you see the grip much greater on those. That's on a scale of 0 to 1. So the grip on the off road, as you can see, the snow tires are even less grip. But yeah. So this is about all we can really do with this to actually see if it works. I've only got one thing I'm really putting into it is the rally differential. But yeah, let's This just feels really weird that this would be something that somebody would suggest. So it makes sense that off-road tires, low tires. I'm going to keep the gearing the same. I really don't think there's anything I'm going to change. Springs are going... Yeah, springs make sense. All of this makes sense. Yeah, that all makes sense. So I'm going to take this out on a couple courses to see if this actually does make any sense, or if this is just really weird. Hey, my ability to change between rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive came back. That's one of... Oof. That's one of the complaints I've had, is I have not actually had that the last few times I've taken this car out. Down in that bottom right corner right next to my speedometer and tach is you can see our RWD and AWD, or possibly see the AWD. I am having a hard time driving this car today. But that has not been there. So, glad to see that back. Yeah, Mangrove is a good one. I like Mangrove. Am I sure I want to quit the championship? Yes. This championship cycle is a pain. Unlimited Buggies B class. It is been rough. I don't like buggies as it is. Off-road racing B class is okay. I mean, I'd rather go A than B, but off-road racing, I usually like it, so... But this one's just been not much in the way of fun to me, this championship, just because of the buggies. I've never been good with the buggies, and I just... Yeah, neither of the two... There's also a cross-country championship, which is C-class. I believe that's C-class off trucks and 4x4s. Which, that's just awful, too. I don't like C-class, which is... My issue is I don't like C-class. I'm going to take this down and... Oh, I'm going to take this up a notch to where I normally would run. And with that, let's see if this thing can actually do something. Now, this course is a lot of fun for me. I do like this one. Of course, the launch off the line stinks. Whoops. I gotta remember, this thing does not turn well at the times. Thing is a very heavy vehicle at over 4,300 pounds, even with the weight reduction. Still has the little bit of a desire to be to live up to its pedigree as a drift car. Oh, shoot. That is definitely a bad line into there. I am everywhere. That was a horrific line because I misjudged the turn. Yeah, I don't really have the greatest of control or feel for this car right now. It is a little bit squirrely. I mean, yikes. Yeah, these... I mean, I know it's not initially built for this. I'm taking it out of its element. I'm throwing off-road tires. Whoa! Instead of having drift tires and being set up to drift, which I didn't think it was really that great at. This thing is just all over the place. Okay, that one I hit a lot better than last lap. No, I can't shift this. Don't try to shift. Alright. Oh, that was not a great turn, but it's mostly clean at least. Yikes. Nope. This car is so weird because of the single gear. It's basically akin to driving an automatic. I mean, it is not. I'm used to driving manual, sometimes clutch, sometimes no clutch. I go back and forth between the two kind of freely, depending on what I'm trying to do. Whoops. This thing does get good run off the corners. I think now that I'm getting it, I should say it's getting a better run off the corners. Going into the corners is still rough. You can see the back end just stepped out there, understeer there, oversteer there. Actually had the back end coming all the way around. All right. I need to... I'd like to know how... Whoa, boy. Jeez. There you go. Up into the wall. Watch out. Come through. Yeah, this is just not good. This is not good at all. That lap was even slower than the previous lap, which I'm not surprised. I did take that first offhand, the first major offhand right at such an odd angle that I basically was cutting the track, coming back in, and then trying to wrap myself around it. And I'm actually surprised I do not have the worst fast lap. I'll take that as half a win. Or a quarter win. There are 3 117s. But nothing, only one other car is in the 116 range. Everything else is 115s, which not ideal, but this is not an ideal car for this track, so I'll take it. And for me, this is just another play around with the sandbox. Hi, Reloading. How you doing? I'm just playing with my Ford Mach-E again, trying to see if I can do anything with it. Trying to save it from being collecting virtual dust, basically. I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying my Sunday. Getting ready for the work week ahead, but that's all right. At least this week, at least I know what I have coming up in front of me at work, so that helps. Somehow, my car changed to all-wheel drive. I actually did not change that. Huh. I'm just happy that option's back, though, because... Oh, you got school? I kind of miss school. Maybe not my last year of college, but I do... Oh, okay. That's not bad. So, only a couple weeks left. So do you, like, start early, or... I mean, I'm trying to think. Even when I was in college, high school and college both, I ended in June. So I always always hear about how early it is now. So that's actually kind of interesting. I do like that it ends early now. So I would have liked that if I could get out of school at the end of May instead of going through like the first 3 weeks of June when I was in school. But oh well, it is what it is, right? Whoops. Oh, okay. I know what the game's doing. But that does that also mean test it? You got all sorts of tests coming up, finals. Yeah, I do kind of miss school. Yeah, like I said, except for well, I shouldn't say yeah, last year of college was a little rough, but that was more along the lines of things that happened outside of school. My last full year of college, I had to have knee surgery, so that's kind of made everything difficult. So, whoa, yikes! Yeah, my last full year of school, I actually injured myself working as I was doing a contracting job, contract as in not like building or anything like that, but I was a contract worker where I was umpiring adult softball, and I caught my left foot in a hole, and I kind of did a little bit of damage to my knee. They said it was partially due to a uh, kind of a birth defect where I had like connective tissue not in the right place, and then that just kind of okay. Apparently, I'm trying to do everything all weird in the game as I'm telling my story. But I caught my foot in the hole, and that kind of made it so I really couldn't walk. So had to have knee surgery. And going to school that's all up on hills is not the greatest of things when you're dealing with that. But yeah, that was my last year of college, so it's all right though. Whoa. I feel like I'm driving this car worse and worse every lap. Yeah, I'm going to say that this is not going to work like this. Eesh. 4,300 pounds of low to the ground batteries and motors is not exactly doing anything for this car. This thing is overreacting to every input I have entered. "16 seconds behind 11th place. Yikes. I mean, there is one last thing to try. Well, that looks fun. I may have to... I have one of these, huh? Okay. I'll have to find that one. I didn't know I had that truck. If I did, I would have... that'd be one I'd play with real quick, too. Try to make something of it. Come on, Forza, let's improve the loading times. Come on, Forza, let's improve the loading times. So the one other thing I can think of to try with this is just... I don't know why it would work, that it would change anything, but put rally tires on this thing. Still 4,300 pounds, still 1,400 horsepower. Higher PI, that's... sounds like a recipe for disaster. Oh, thank you, air conditioning. My air conditioning kicked on and I'm happy because it is starting to get really warm in my house, and I was afraid I was going to have to turn it down, but it kicked on, so all is good. You know, I think the Baja circuit would be a nice one to run under the lights. They really should do that. Give you the ability to have the preset races they already have, but be able to just change the time. Either have it as current time or be able to select what time you want to have it. I mean, obviously they're showing lights at the track, so why not be able to do a night race there? Alright, is this anything now? Alright, there is a car out really wide to the right, which now I'm following. And apparently I'm trying and... Oh. Don't quite understand why. Whoa! Well, that just saved me from going all the way into the middle of the infield. And this is even worse. Hey. Great skill chain. Somehow I don't think so. I just kind of wrecked it in a fancy way. That wasn't skill. That was just me not having any control of the car and it looking good. Okay. TV, come back. Thank you. I hate when my TV does that. Somehow, very occasionally, maybe once per stream, maybe twice, what it will do is my capture card and my TV will stop talking to the Xbox. So while that happens, my TV screen is black, but I can still see what's on my TV through OBS. I would like to know what allows this car to fly that far. This car is not liking life. This car is not liking life as an off-road car. Saying, no, I've had enough of this. Please do not make me do this. You've still got a lap and a half. You still got to do this for a lap and a half, car. I'm not giving you the afternoon off now. I think part of the difficult thing about this car is because of it being single gear, it is so much more throttle control than you would usually use on any car in this game. I think that makes it a little more difficult. Okay, I barely touched the brake. What are you doing? But I think the problem is just takes so much more throttle control. Why are you taking off to the outside? Somewhat. I actually am using a similar of a setup as I use for other off-road vehicles. I haven't tested a tune on it, though, on off-road, so basically I'm kind of going in blind. But yeah, this one's just... I don't know how much... Yes, this was a drift car. I did tune the drift... tune the drift out of it. Because, I think it was 4 weeks ago? What I did was I did an experiment where I tried to make this an actual race car to run on road courses. So I did the tuning for that. And what I'm using now is a lot of what I did what tuning I did then for that experiment. So it isn't the same as the drift car was in terms of the tune or anything like that. It's just I don't know. I don't know if I'm having a problem with the weight translating right. If I'm just missing something. If there's something different than what I would normally do. Because yes, this was originally a drift car. It was from the Drift Club Mexico story a few weeks ago, which I didn't really like it then, especially as a rear-wheel drive drift car. That thing was... I didn't have much control of it. I didn't think all-wheel drive was great, but when they did the four-wheel drive mode, it was even worse. So I was wondering if there was anything I could do with it, because all it did was go around all squirrely, and yeah, I do agree. It was really too squirrely. It very easily broke any sense of traction, and I know drifting is taking your car to the edge of control, but this went far beyond that, and I just... And this thing just kind of screams like a banshee if you have your TV loud enough. So it wasn't even like it was fun to listen to the engine, like listening to a throaty American Muscle V8 or something like that, or listening to a European supercar, or anything fun and pleasant to listen to from a car standpoint. What drift car do you use? I actually have a Civic that I really should finish up. Let's see if I can find it. I mean, it should be easy to find. Yeah, so my pink Civic here is one that I'm actually trying to build to be a drift car. And then after I finish it up, I'll figure out the paint job, but I just wanted to make it distinctive so I can see it in my menu. So I think once I figure out what to do with this car, I actually may go with try to go with a breast cancer awareness theme on this car. I mean, it's already the right color, so... There we go. See, this one's kind of a maybe a little bit of a baby drift car. Not quite fully grown yet. But yeah, this one, as soon as I remember to take the time to finish it up, is probably going to be my main drift car. Whoops. This one's getting close, I gotta say. Not quite where I need it, but not horribly bad to the point where it's that Mach-E. Oh, well, that's easy. I'm kind of curious about how that's going to work out. Complete a drift theme Horizon Arcade in any drift car. Usually, when an event like that comes up, you can't find the event you need. Try to get the skill board event. But yeah, that Mach-E I haven't found to be anything truly useful for anything except saying I have it. Okay, yep, there's the highway. Now this Audi's like, alright, you used to drive me all the time, you seem to have forgotten about me. That was probably the easiest daily event that I've done. Still need 7 points. Can only get 3 from here. So I need 4 points from everything here. What is going on? What is going on? Oh. That doesn't tell me where I need to go. So this is the... nope, sorry. Try to hit this week's... okay, find the eliminator. There we go. This week's treasure chest. It's anything goes, get 3 stars at Puerto Petrea. Been trying this one multiple times, especially with the Rally Chevelle, Shadow Fox's Rally Chevelle that they created. It's a excellent. I think it's an excellent tune. I don't usually use other people's tunes. I've had hit or miss, but I've got 2 of Shadow Fox's tunes, and they are both really good. They are both brilliant. Whoops. Tricky part of this week's treasure hunt event is the finish line is guarded like it's Fort Knox. So the closest I've gotten is being able to get in here. Nope, I totally blew this one. Yeah, that was really bad driving on my part. Because now I can't... There it is. So, I mean, this event, this treasure hunt is not been easy. I've tried every way I can think of to get there, including going around, literally going around the outside, coming through the back of the eliminator um, area, the entry area, and trying that way. But it's just maybe if I hit the ground sooner. Yeah, this thing is just guarded so well. Okay, so okay, that's going to be something I'm going to work on during the week because I am getting a lot closer than I have been. Oops. I've earned a wheel spin. Alright, let's see if this wheel spin gives me something good. I fail to see how that's epic. So I actually think today was going to be short anyway, just because I have a little bit less time on Sundays than I do on Saturdays. Um, Actually, next stream is going to be Friday night. Actually, it's likely to be Friday night unless anything changes because I do have something going on both Saturday night and Sunday next week. So that'll be a little different. But yeah, I think I'm just going to end it after trying a round or two of this championship. This C class off. The C class off. Sorry, let's try that again. C class cross country. Though at least it is better than last week's where Ekbalam was nothing more than. Hopefully, you can find your way through the lights and shadows and reflections and clouds. But C class to me just really isn't fun to deal with. Mm-hmm. Just feels so slow. Though you could say C class is also a little bit on the strategic side because you have to sacrifice so much in how you build and tune vehicles. So you have to decide where your very limited PI is going to go. Okay, this thing has got to turn. That's the problem. This thing has got to turn. Okay, so there. There it is. Hello. Oh. There we go. Everybody's fighting in front of me. That's fine. I'll take second place right now. Whoops. I'll use that truck as my steering wheel. Okay, let's see if I can see what's going on. There we go. The one thing I do not understand in this game is, and I understand all the costumes are fun and stuff like that, but really? You're fully dressed up as a piñata? I mean, like I said, it's all good fun dressing up and stuff like that, and finding the costumes and the outfits and all that stuff to dress up in, but it's a piñata. So this time through, I tried this twice, I believe, at the end of last week after it came out on Thursday. This round is actually going off to a better start than it was the first two times. I think I finished like 7th or 8th in the first race, so that way I'm trying to dig out from a deep hole real early. So that's off to a better start, but yeah, the C-Class is so much sacrifice when you tune. That's one of the things I don't like. It's usually slow, and there's a lot of sacrifice when you tune. I've never been able to get much speed out of anything C-Class, and I mean, I can understand that's the whole point of the classes in this game, is to differentiate between your stronger, faster, and better grip cars compared to the slower, less grip, all that good stuff. But I mean, there is not much you can do with anything in C-Class. So let's find our sign. Find event. Why does my phone keep talking to me? My phone just loves sending me updates right now. And clear. But it's funny, this Ford truck is reminding me, the one I'm looking forward to is when it becomes a weekly prize, is the when they put out the Ford Lightning, that even if it's not exactly the same, at least similar to the one that they gave out in the Car Pass. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I'd like to be able to tune that one, because people are saying that it makes a really good race truck. I'm hearing a few people even. I heard a few people even say it's a good street race truck, which would definitely be fun to tune. So we start off with a jump. All right. Uh-oh, car hat. Nope. Okay. And you know, part of my problem is when I don't really know the courses very well, it does kind of make it hard to compete, I guess. I usually do closed circuits, so that's why I don't know any of these courses. Oh, flew right through. All right. All right. You three keep literally tripping over each other, please. Perfect. I'm right on the back bumper of third. Alright, the only thing I don't need is gravity messing me up here. Yeah, that did not end well. Though second and fifth will not be a bad position points-wise for a championship. So 26 points should probably put me at about third or fourth overall. Second, alright. Sure, just gotta make up 14 points at this point. Gotta say, even if this isn't my favorite in terms of restrictions, Class C, at least it's a lot better than last week's was. At least it's better than the cross-country side event. I'll give them that. Alright, I gotta find the third one. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Yep. Alright, so this one is have to win and have a lot of things fall into place. See how that goes. Though I got to say that this truck is definitely a lot better. Been a lot better for this event than anything else I've tried. So I think I only tried one other truck, I forget which, and then I tried this one. But when I tried this one, I did it stock, so just to see what I wanted to change and tune. And this is definitely working a lot better. Not perfect, but definitely getting there. Excited about that, because, again, C-Class is not my thing. Yep, gotta remember the course. Remember the course. Stop braking when you don't need to. See, this turn gives plenty of runoff area. So yeah, this is definitely a lot better than it was. Okay, so I'm actually going to be able to mostly keep this flat. Oh, uh-oh. Force of gravity is going to come into play. No, wait, this is not a jump. Never mind. I thought that was a jump there, so I was like, oh, force of gravity, great. But nope. Yep, force of gravity definitely hit there a little bit. Doesn't recognize the fact that forward momentum off a jump is a thing when landing. This is not put yourself into the ground. Okay, I gotta say I don't really like the way this corner comes. Alright, I'm actually going to get first place in this. Hopefully I've got enough points in positions ahead to take the championship, because second, fifth, and first should always be enough points to take a championship, basically. And right now it looks like yes. Alright. So yeah, that event is doable. I mean, it is a lot more fair than last week's was, where you couldn't see anything. But yeah. Oh, another big truck to play with. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy I get to play with two big trucks, the Ford F450 Super Duty and the Ford 6x6. So I have a feeling that's what I'm going to be doing during the week. So I know it's only been an hour, but that's where I'm going to leave it today. Got a couple other things to do. Yes, I'm going to also at some point today play Sea of Thieves, because I'm actually going to start streaming that game on... the intention is to start streaming Sea of Thieves on Tuesday. Do about an hour to an hour and a half of that. I am also doing YouTube videos and cutting stream highlights. The first stream highlight I did was actually of last week's playing with the Ferrari SF90, where we were basically laughing at whatever was going on with the stock tune from the game. So that's up on my YouTube channel. Just take my Twitter handle right there, MikeyChaos716. Just drop the 716, and that would be my YouTube channel. But again, I intend to be back Tuesday night with Sea of Thieves and Friday night with the normal Saturday night Forza Horizon stream. Likely next Saturday night, if you are a soccer fan, you could catch me on 11 Sports. Just look up 11 Sports FC Buffalo. Also next Sunday afternoon, that is where I will be. As Saturday night is the men's team, and Sunday is the women's team. I do cover both, so that is where I will be on some Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Um, but with all that, until next time, goodbye.